Antarctica, go bird.
Snowstorm. Antarctica. Ice. Scientists are penguins.
Antarctica, they're opening the abyss.
All right, Guns. It's been a while since at least I've done an Antarctica update here. I don't know how many you did while I was gone, but we've been following the trend of Antarctica as the woke utopia. It's there for the LGBTQ community. It's there for the rich white liberals. It's there for the climate change enthusiasts. It's there anyone who is subscribing to the sort of progressive liberal world order will find a home in Antarctica. But that's not all. It's also a home for the artists, the bohemians, the weirdos who are looking for some inspiration. This is coming from Sun This Week. Hometownsource.com.
Yeah.
Artist found inspiration at the end of the earth. End of the earth? This sounds like a flat earth thing to me. So listen up, artists. Antarctica Marathon is fodder for sightless painter and collaborators. 4 years in the making, Burnsville artist Annie Young's new exhibit at the Ames Center Gallery in Burnsville is a dynamo of artistic diversity, international flair, and a remarkable set of origin stories. That is the end of the article.
End of article.
Why? Now there's a picture you can see behind her. Now, this woman allegedly is blind, if we are to believe the reports.
Allegedly. What is Stevie Wonder? What's going on?
I have not tested her sight myself, but yes, we are told this woman is blind. She's wearing sunglasses, smiling in this picture, holding her stick. Behind her is a canvas. You got to look pretty close because you could very easily miss it. I mean, it's a giant canvas. However, it's a white wall behind the canvas, and most of the canvas is white. Can you imagine? And, I'm pretty curious how everything. Let's see if this illuminates anything for us. Down underneath the picture, it says, blind artist Annie Young's mind's eye depiction of a marathon she and her husband ran in Antarctica is a centerpiece of the Journey to Rock Bottom exhibit showcasing Young and 10 collaborators, now on display at the Ames Center Gallery in Burnsville. Okay. Did you know that there was a marathon in Antarctica, guys?
I did not. I'm more impressed that a blind person did the marathon, number one.
Did the marathon.
Number two, was able to create a visual piece of art. Speaking of talent.
Yeah.
The blind can depict her environment.
And to describe the art, let's see. Giant white canvas. There's sort of a brushing of blue in the sky. Just a very faint brushing of blue.
Yeah, some mountaintop shadows, it looks like.
It looks like some very delicate mountaintop shadows, almost done by maybe like a pastel on its side or something like that. And then the whole bottom half of the canvas is pretty much just white. And as far as I can tell, some sprinkles, some black little tiny dots. And I think those are supposed to be the runners in the marathon.
Yeah.
Do you think I've done about as good as anybody could do?
I think so, yeah.
There allegedly is a second picture to this gallery, but it is not letting me. It does not work.
No, I've tried multiple times.
Yeah, it's a lie.
Yeah, more lies from the mainstream.
Well, this hits a couple of the key points that we've been following with Antarctica. I think especially when it comes to diversity. You talk about the diversity that we saw with Antarctica. Remember, we reported on the first trans woman to climb a mountain in Antarctica. That was a big deal.
Yep.
We had the first brown woman to reach the South Pole, which we later found out
she wasn't
what was
the first.
What was the
woman.
problem with that?
They were kind of making it seem like she was the first woman to do it, but she wasn't.
It wasn't.
She was
and
just
she
the
wasn't
first
even
woman of color or something.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
They were calling her the first woman of color to do it, but there had been a Japanese woman who had done it.
No, there was like I think there was a bunch of women who had done it. It was like a Japanese
a lot of
woman.
women.
There was like a couple UK,
Right.
and yeah, it was a bunch of women.
But
so
I think you're right, though. They said it was the first woman of color, and there'd been a lot of women who had done it, including a Japanese woman.
right.
And I think we're confused.
Yeah.
Is why the Japanese are not considered people of color. But
Technically, Japanese skin can be whiter than the Caucasian.
indeed,
Yeah.
I guess that's something we all need to keep in mind.
Who are the real white folk?
And to add to the diversity of Antarctica, continuing the PR campaign of Antarctica as the woke utopia of the future of humanity, you got the differently abled, abled being taking advantage of the freedom they can find in Antarctica.
Yeah.
It's all coming together, Guns. It all fits very well.
Well, the thing that's interesting is, biblically it says that, that we would heal, that the blind would see, Jesus did miracles. And, this is sort of it's got this whimsical thing like, oh, look at this blind woman, not only running marathons in Antarctica, which the full sighted people would have trouble doing, but also creating art worth displaying. Lots of interesting.
Well, that's of course a subjective thing.
Yeah,
but,
art is subjective, sure.
We'll let the viewers decide if this one was worth displaying. But the fact
It's
it was
not
done
the
by a
art;
blind
it's
woman,
the story, Baz. It's the
the
story behind
That's
the art,
right.
and so that's
right.
sort of a
which is often what we find about Antarctica as a whole, anyway.
Yeah.
So there's a parallel there.
there's a parallel, yeah. So
It's about the story. When was the last time you heard literally any story about a white man going to Antarctica? The only white man who has gotten the attention of the media regarding Antarctica was Jimmy Buffett.
it was Admiral
Jimmy
Byrd and Jimmy Buffett. There's a little gap.
I mean, I just mean recently,
I know.
in the recent campaign, the only white man who has ever been mentioned in the context, there's two, in the context of Antarctica was Jimmy Buffett playing a show on a cruise ship in Antarctica. And then the Ukrainians. Remember the Ukrainians trapped down there.
Yeah.
So there you go. If you're not some sort of, I don't know, I don't know the words to use. I had some words and I changed my mind. If you don't fit into those categories,
you're getting tired if you're starting to.
You don't fit into those categories. Don't even think about going to Antarctica. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
I'm done. We have other stuff we got to do here at the end, but there you go. There's your Antarctica update for today.
So a new discovery.
Antarctica. Advanced
Antarctica. Climate crisis. Penguins